Coming up next on West Country, we will be meeting Sooty and Sweet in today's episode of The Bernie Show, and they're here next.
New drama in the ranks and on the range.
What I really love about the job is getting gravy wedged under me fingernails.
But on the home front,
I think Joe's having an affair.
things are getting a little out of hand.
You've got to be a bit more careful about who you're mixing with.
Oh, have no fear. Williams is here.
And so is someone special.
Did you miss me?
I missed you a lot, all right?
The new series of Soldier Soldier starts Tuesday at 9 on West Country.
You're watching West Country, part of the GBC network. In 40 minutes now, we will be taking a look back at some of the classic clips from the Bearsons celebrations as they are celebrating their first year anniversary this evening. But first it's time for the Bernie Show, and in today's episode, Bernie meets Sooty and they speak. And I'd like to point out to the viewers that this show contains strong language.
Well, you know, Bernie. I toss words. There's more animals, and I need your coffee.
There'll be another episode of the Bernie Show, which will happen tomorrow at the same time. But coming up next, though, here on West Country, that we will be looking back at some of the Bearsons clips as the Bearsons reaches its first year anniversary. And it'll be here next. All of the biggest greats, the Bearsons, have been around now for a year. And to celebrate this special anniversary, we're showing a very special program next. George himself compares this tribute with the help of the Bearsons gang to say happy first year anniversary to the Bearsons. And that's part of this special program today. And that's next, after the break. This is BBC Two. Not really, of course, but the power of superstition. You're watching West Country, part of a GBC network. You're watching West Country. And now, for the first time ever on West Country, the Bearsons celebration is here because we are celebrating our first year anniversary since the Bearsons first came to YouTube on 17th of December 2021. And here we go. And here's a message from George. Good evening. My name is George Buxton and welcome to a special Bearsons celebration. Now, you're probably thinking, why am I doing this? Well, obviously, it's been a year now since the Bearsons first came to YouTube, probably back in 2021, which is about last year ago. So that's why I've decided to put all the shorts and a couple of the episodes in one very special show, just to celebrate the first year anniversary of the Bearsons since 2021. Oh, and of course, however, I've been doing a lot of filmmaking for about 5 years now. Yeah, since the original program, which was called George and O'Hare, the very first program that I've ever made. Although it's a little bit cringy though. But once I got over to the no hair bear voice, first of all, it sounded like this. Hello, everybody. I'm no hair bear. But as I get better and better at that, my voice has started to change, which he sounds now sounds like this. Hello, everybody. I'm no hair bear. That's the sort of a thing that you probably heard on YouTube before. That means I have improved it a bit. And sure, no hair bear even got a role as Grandpa Bearson, which you will see in this special program later on. And of course, and there are some other variants of the shows as well, such as the No Hair Bear Show, the Chloe Raccoon Show, the Adventures of Werther, the very program that I also started as well, and it's also the first ever couple to be on YouTube as well. That's Werther and Bertha. So Werther is the green bear, and Bertha is the pink bear as well. And as for little cousin Tedward, which you probably might remember that on Family Bear, well, that was his first appearance of it as well. And of course, he did continue with some programs like Tedward's Bus and George and Ted. Oh, and George the Green Bear, however, made his first appearance somewhere. Well, I don't know. But whatever it is, and I've also made some other programs that you might probably remember, such as Only Fools and Bears, the spoof to Only Fools and Horses, the original program from the BBC, which I used to love when I first got the DVD box set. And there's Young Adults Behaving Badly. That's with Damien and Bertie to continue on without their dads. Well, that's for where they left off. And I don't know what sort of other programs had something to do with comedy. But there was one thing that I've been wanting to do that since I now like The Simpsons in principle. Imagine if The Simpsons have turned into bears, and imagine if The Simpsons with Horrid Henry and the Berenstain Bears all rolled into one, because that makes it as a bear type of family. And of course, the cast of characters which do get involved, such as Captain Wacky, aka Andy Bearson. Oh, Captain Wacky is only in the shorts, as you probably guessed. There's Barbara Bearson, Bort. That's just Andy's iconic catchphrase, in case if Bort does anything wrong. And there's Ben Bearson, a gifted type of bear who's very kind, but sometimes can get into all sorts of problems, especially cousin Barry, which you've probably heard by now. And also, there are two Simpson characters that came from USA in the original show of The Simpsons. Well, there's Lisa, Maggie, Glenda, Bart, and there are other great villains out there too, such as Bilious, Dang and Dodos from the Halloween specials, and Carol Smiley. Yeah, it's just a joke, a red type of guy. And that's pretty much all the cast there is. Oh yeah, and no Hairbear did even get in the Bearsons specials, such as the VIB Bear and loads of others. And no Hairbear, as I said, he had a role of Grandpa Bearson, which he looks like Abraham J. Simpson as Homer's father, Well, obviously, Grandpa Bearson is the same as Andy Bearsons. Oh yeah, and the reason why Captain Wacky was originally named that in the shorts, only because after 43 shorts, or 42, if I can remember, I had to change the name to Andy Bearson, because Andy, however, was my father's name, and although saying the first name Andrew, well, I just thought I would not include that name in for my father there of Borton Benz, so I decided to call it Andy. That's after he was being called by his biker friends. The biker people that you go out with sometimes. Rough, tough, and sometimes smile, but they are never evil. No, of course not. And I did remember meeting some of them. So yeah, because 5 years I've been doing a lot of filmmaking, and that was a bit of an experience. Because on my first year of filmmaking, I used to do a lot of those things, but only when I was a Lufton student back then, right here at this very house where this used to be Lufton's, but not anymore, because I still carried on using that one as of today. And I even carried on filming only at my old bedroom, which is back at but I can't tell you what address though. That would give it away. But anyways, now I'm sure you see a mixture of the support casts, which is such as Andy, Barbara, Bort, Dan, Lisa, Maggie from The Simpsons, obviously, Glenda, Bart, and loads of others. Well, and I sure hope that you will enjoy this special program as I enjoyed making them. So tonight on this program, I decided to only include 4 shorts, 4 episodes, and a few specials along the way. And that makes it as a special compilation to celebrate the first year anniversary to the Bearsons. Out and the shorts and episodes and specials will be my top picks as I enjoyed making. And so, in my conclusion, I'd like to say thank you all for watching my episodes of the Bearsons, and I hope you'll enjoy this special program. So, here we go, a Bearsons celebration. Enjoy! We'll cut jokes at a straw. God bless the Bearsons. Viva the Bearsons. Long live the Bearsons. And magnifique the Bearsons. Magnifique the Bearsons. The Bearsons. The Bearsons. The Bearsons. What Becky was trying to say is that you're watching Westcountry, part of a GBC network. You're watching Westcountry, and we hope you enjoyed the Bearsons celebrations. Now, we may have had the Bearsons already. How about we take a visit to see Ben the Bear and his friends? Well, enjoy. Ben the Bear, he's a happy little berry cow. Ben the Bear, he's a bibbidi bobbidi bear. And there'll be another episode of Ben the Bear, which is only happening tomorrow at the same time. And don't forget, there's more Ben the Bear episodes over on MTV on Fridays and Saturdays. But coming up next, though, something random, and I'm sure you'll find out why. Well, Benny, isn't it exciting that we're part of a Westcountry? Yeah, of course we are. You say something to the viewers. Okay. You're watching Westcountry, part of the GBC network. Yeah, good job. Thanks, Benny. Neat. Tee. You're watching Westcountry. You're watching Westcountry, and we conclude now with a good old classic episode of George with her hair back, and this is also the first airing of it for the first time on Westcountry. Well, and I'm sure they'll have lots of fun today. Well, enjoy! And that's pretty much all the programs that's for today on West Country. So I'd like to say, from me, Buxton, and I'd like to wish you a very peaceful night. Good night.